The Kansas City Chiefs' quest for a three-peat took a tough blow today when reports have surfaced that the NFL plans to suspend wide receiver Rashee Rice for potentially half the season. Meanwhile, many Chiefs fans calling this an unbelievable overreach by the NFL and far too excessive of a punishment. I'm Daniel Booth here with your Chiefs news of the day. If you are new to this channel, we discuss the very latest happenings coming out of the kingdom. If you want to join the conversation, leave a comment in the comment section below. And of course, like and subscribe to the channel. So obviously everyone today talking about Rashee Rice. Bummer. He is expected to be suspended for at least half of the 2024 NFL season due to his role in a multi-vehicle crash in March. That is according to former NFL Network reporter James Palmer. So let's get right into it. Bringing this up. Yeah, check this out. Now, real quick, for any of you that don't know, Rice is facing 8 charges in connection with a multi-car hit-and-run crash that occurred on March 30th. That's according to the Dallas Morning News. Apparently, he rented a Lamborghini, was going like 119, 120 miles per hour, tried to pass somebody on the shoulder of the highway, hit a car, caused a bunch of injuries, and then fled the scene. Now, look, no one was killed in the collision, and I get some of the narrative out there right now by Chiefs fans that half the season seems excessive, but people were injured in this crash while Rice made the bonehead decision to flee the scene, which just made things so much worse. And look, obviously he panicked, right? He knew he screwed up, and he is a young man. He is only 24 years old. I didn't know anything when I was 24 years old. I made a number of bonehead decisions when I was that age. But again, that is no excuse either. Rice is a Super Bowl champion. He's an ambassador of the Chiefs of the greater Kansas City metropolitan area. He has kids that look up to him. My kids look up to him. He is a role model. And his decision to run not only diminishes the Chiefs brand and the NFL, it also makes the suspension, sadly, I believe, appropriate. Now, hopefully he learns from this, and this is just a one bad time decision, right? That never happens again. We all know that Kelsey had his own struggles with immaturity in the early stages of his career and was able to recognize he needed to grow up and become a leader in the locker room. And he has. The man will be a first ballot Hall of Famer in the Ring of Honor and will forever be remembered as one of the greatest and most beloved Chiefs in the history of the franchise. That is without question. And he did that because he grew up. Now, I sincerely hope that Kelsey reaches out to Rice and sets him straight because, look, let's face it, this is strike one. It's not strike 3, it's not strike 2, but it is still strike 1, and hopefully the last, because you look back and you remember, my heart to the day still kind of breaks for Kareem Hunt. Now, taking away nothing of what he did, right? Taking away none of the lies and the assault on that young woman, but Kareem Hunt, and he should have been a part of this ride all along. He should have been a Chief. He should be a 3-time Super Bowl champion, and he didn't learn from his mistakes. Heck, he went to Cleveland and got pulled over for a DUI. He just did not learn from his mistakes, and so I just hope that someone reaches out to Rice like a Kelsey and just says, "Hey, man, it's a privilege to play in the NFL, and you're 24 years old. You've got millions of dollars. You're a Super Bowl champion. You got girls throwing themselves at you. I can't imagine the pressures of that, but it's just not an excuse. And I just hope that this is just an isolated event and not the beginning of a repeated pattern. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. Is the suspension too hefty of a punishment? Do you agree with the NFL? All I can say is right now, personally, it just stinks for everyone involved. There are no winners in all of this. The NFL doesn't win. Rice doesn't win. The victims don't win. The Chiefs don't win. And we certainly as fans don't win. So obviously the question becomes now, what do we do? Now, where do we go from here? Obviously, we brought in Xavier Worthy, but he's a first-round pick. We had a terrible wide receiver collection last year, and somehow we won the Super Bowl with it. But still, we don't have a Tyreek Hill anymore. Heck, we don't even have a Scantling or or really anyone. And so, where do the Chiefs go from here? Well, other big news of the day. This coming from. Let me pull this up here. The KC Kingdom. Big shout out to them. They have got three different wide receivers that they think that we should be targeting right now as a Rashee Rice replacement. In the meantime, the first being former Raiders wideout Hunter Renfrow. Now, Renfrow, looking at some of the data that I got, he caught 103 passes for over 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns in 2021. He's only 28 years old and could capitalize on a half season worth of heavy work for a bigger deal next off season. That could be potential. Number two, they are reporting is Zay Jones. He was recently released by the Jaguars, but is just 2 years removed from an 82 pass catch season for 823 yards and 5 touchdowns in Jacksonville. We know that Brett Veach loves to take shots on former early round draft picks, and Jones was a second round selection back in 2017. He's bounced around the league, but still could be a red zone weapon in a pinch. And obviously, as we saw on the screen, Mecole Hardman. If I have to tell you who Mecole Hardman is, you probably are not watching this channel in the first place. What do you think? What do you think that the Chiefs should do in replacement of Rashee Rice? Where should they go? Is there a free agent that you think we should go after? Let me know in the comment section below. That'll do it for this edition. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a safe and wonderful night. And as always, go Chiefs.